Okay, open up your folder where you downloaded your clips. Okay, and here you have a few files. You have your Premiere Pro project. I created that so that it has the right size. Then you have your audio. Then you have a picture of the guest. There is an audio visualization. It shows you that talking. And then a picture from the sound of success for you. Open up the project. And then it will have your clips there. And as you always do, you import your files that you need. Just drag them over from the folder. You do not need to drag in the Premiere Pro project file because it will yell at you. It doesn't like that. Okay, it will have the two files open for you, the square and the Instagram story. The first one you need to do is the square. If you do the Instagram story, that is what you can do to get an A. They both need to be high quality. If you double click on something in your bin and press play, you can see it. This is the audio visualization. You just click and drag it over, and then you just drag all of your assets or your content onto the timeline, and I trim them to match the length of the audio visualization because it's the same length. If you double click on a image or a video, you get these little dots to change the size. I put it in and tried to adjust the size. Next, this is the picture of our guest. Again, double click and readjust the size. And then you line them up how you want. Really, we want to keep this simple because the main content is the audio, and just adjust them so that they look to be about the same size. Get all of our clips in here. Remember, if you want to see more of the tracks, you can click on the thick gray line in the middle. Even if there's not a track there, we can go to the text tool. Go to the text tool, click on text tool. Just click once and you get your text box. And really all you need is the name of the person and the name of their company. This is Miss Jenny Frack, and she's the Soapy Gnome. Going to line this up a little bit so you can see it. Next, you go to Essential Graphics in your bin over there. If you do not see it, click on Window and choose Essential Graphics, and you get your options here. A couple of things. Let's line this up first. So we have it selected. I'm going to choose a line in the middle. That moves it. And then if you click this square with the line through the middle, it puts it in the middle of the project. I want to change the size of the text. I'm just going to drag the slider, make it a little bit smaller. And then you choose what font you want. I like a different kind of font. I like Futura. And then you can choose the types. Some of these have a bunch of different types, sorts of thickness. It's a little too thick, so I'm going to choose the next one down. I like how that turned out. If you need to move it around, you want to make sure that you have the selection tool so that you can move it around. Next, let's make it the same length as the rest of the project. First, let's add a drop shadow. Scroll down, click that. Make it the same length. And now we're going to add audio. Drag the audio on. Play it and listen to it.
I've always been a do-it-yourselfer.
And you want to make sure that it
along the way
is at the correct volume.
I started
You should watch and listen to the whole thing. Make sure that it works properly. When we get to the end, I'm going to trim all the clips so that they match. I want to add the sound of Goshen, so I'm going to hit the T again and type it in the middle. Click and type, add sound of Goshen. Make sure you spell it correctly. Highlight all of it because I want to change the text since it's in a different spot. I'm going to make it smaller and oblique, which is italics. Okay, in order to move it, you need to click on the selection tool again, click and drag, and then remember you can center it up by clicking the square with the little circle in it and the up and down line. There you go. Make sure you save, and then you can export. Remember, file export, but I just like to use the shortcut Control M. Click on the title. You can leave it like this. Make sure you save it in your folder where you want. I like putting it into an exports folder. You can choose. Click export, and then you can save it into your Google Drive like everything else, and then turn it in. And then continue working on the Instagram project. It works the same way.